In this new class of our heating and heat pump course, we are going to study the communication signal between the indoor unit and the outdoor unit in split inverter heat pump systems. The link to access our complete course can be found in the description of this video. Communication between the indoor and outdoor units. Let us begin by saying that data packets between the indoor unit and the outdoor unit are transmitted through a signal cable, which is connected at both ends to the indoor unit and the outdoor unit. When a communication failure occurs between the indoor unit and the outdoor unit in inverter systems, an error code may appear, and its interpretation varies depending on the manufacturer. In brands such as Midea, Carrier, MDB, Gree, Mirage, Ox, TCL, and Hisense, code E6 is one of the most common errors and generally indicates loss of serial communication between the indoor unit and the outdoor unit. Other manufacturers use different codes to indicate similar problems, such as U4 on Daikin, E6, E9, or P8 on Mitsubishi Electric, Error 11 on Fujitsu, CH05 on LG, E101 on Samsung, H11 on Panasonic. The link to access our complete heat pump course can be found in the description of this video. Electrical connection between the units. In split-type heat pump systems, the connection between the indoor unit and the outdoor unit is one of the most important parts of the equipment's electrical and electronic system. This connection is normally made using three conductors, which provide both electrical power and communication between the two units. The three conductors generally correspond to line or phase, neutral, signal or communication cable. The line or phase is the conductor responsible for supplying electrical energy to the system, while the neutral completes the electrical circuit. The third conductor is responsible for transmitting electronic signals between the control boards of the indoor and outdoor units, especially in modern inverter equipment, where there is continuous communication between both electronic modules. Depending on the brand and model of the heat pump, the identification of these terminals may vary. Many units use letters such as L for line, N for neutral, S or COM for communication. In other cases, manufacturers use numbers such as 1, 2, and 3 to identify each connection terminal. Frequently, Terminal 1 corresponds to the line or phase. Terminal 2 corresponds to the neutral. Terminal 3 corresponds to the communication cable.
Wiring colors. Regarding wiring colors, it is common to find black or brown conductors for the line or phase, blue or white wires for the neutral, red, yellow, or black wires for the communication signal. However, wire colors may also vary depending on the manufacturer or the country where the equipment is marketed. Communication circuit of the electronic boards. Regarding the electronic circuit inside the electronic boards, both in the indoor unit and the outdoor unit, most modern inverter systems use optocouplers to transmit digital information. This allows the two electronic boards to be electrically isolated, while the data continues to circulate correctly. The communication line does not maintain a fixed voltage during normal operation. The microcontroller constantly modifies the voltage level, generating digital pulses. Depending on the manufacturer, it is normal to find actual communication values such as the following: Daikin, 16 to 35 volts DC pulsed; Mitsubishi Electric, 24 to 32 volts DC; Fujitsu, 18 to 35 volts DC; LG, 12 to 24 volts DC; Samsung, 15 to 30 volts DC; Gree, 5 to 16 volts DC pulsed; Midea, 12 to 35 volts DC; Carrier, 24 to 35 volts DC. Most manufacturers use asynchronous half-duplex serial transmission, which means that there is only one data line. The two boards do not transmit at the same time. Generally, the indoor unit acts as the master, while the outdoor unit responds as the slave. The link to access our complete Electronics Applied to Refrigeration and Heat Pumps course can be found in the description of this video. Communication signal behavior. In some equipment, the signal actually floats on top of a DC level. For example, there may be a base of 24 volts DC continuously, with pulses that drop to 12 volts or even 0 volts. For this reason, a digital multimeter cannot correctly display all the rapid changes in the signal and only shows a fluctuating average value during electrical diagnosis with a multimeter. When measuring between terminals S and N, COM and N, or between signal and neutral, different behaviors may be observed. When communication is correct. When communication is correct, the voltage continuously fluctuates. Under these conditions, the multimeter will normally show unstable readings, numbers changing rapidly, constant fluctuations. This indicates active data transmission.
When there is an open line. If there is an open line or a broken cable, the multimeter will show a fixed maximum voltage without fluctuations, for example, 24 VDC fixed or 35 VDC. This indicates that the transmitting board is correctly energizing the line, but the circuit is not closed. The most common causes are broken cable, corroded terminal, loose terminal block, disconnected connector, open trace on the electronic board. When there is a short circuit. When there is a short circuit to ground or neutral, the voltage may drop to values such as constant 0 VDC, 0.5 VDC, 1 VDC. This normally indicates pinched cable, water inside the connectors, short circuit between S and N, damaged output transistor, faulty switching power supply. When the voltage remains at intermediate values. If the voltage remains stable at intermediate values such as 5 volts, 8 volts, 10 volts, or 12 volts without fluctuations, there is generally a failure in the communication transistor, a faulty optocoupler, a locked microcontroller, an unstable secondary power supply. Electromagnetic interference. The communication cable normally runs alongside the line and neutral conductors. This exposes the electronic signal to strong electromagnetic interference. When there is no effective grounding, the harmonics generated by the inverter contaminate the signal, causing random errors and intermittent communication failures.
This problem is extremely common in inverter equipment. Problems can also occur due to electromagnetic induction, poorly made splices, cables that are too long, unshielded conductors, corroded connections, loose terminals. All of these conditions can distort the electrical signal. When the square wave becomes distorted, the receiver may no longer correctly identify the transmitted bits. Professional method for identifying which board is damaged. To identify which board is damaged, a professional elimination method can be applied. First, completely disconnect the S cable from the outdoor unit. Then, measure directly at the output terminal of the board and observe the voltage behavior. If a fixed voltage appears, this means that the board is correctly energizing the line, and the problem may be located in the wiring or in the other unit. If there is no voltage, the board is not transmitting, and the problem may be located in the switching power supply, the optocoupler, the driver transistor, the microcontroller. If the voltage remains pulsing even with the cable disconnected, this means that the board continues attempting to transmit data and that the internal communication system remains active.